Alright, the final dungeon has appeared and it's right before us. This is the Merkaba, or Proto-Merkaba in this game, which is a reference to Xenogears, the Merkaba, which was misspelled, but you can't really blame Richard Honeywood for that because the game was translated in one, and that was pretty bad. You can't, that's not a realistic timeline to be translating all the dialogue and everything, all the text in an RPG, especially something like Xenogears, which is way above most RPGs as it is. But he did a pretty good job, even though he was sabotaged by the company at the time. You know, he had to do all this research, but he didn't have the time to do that, so he just did the best. He was flying by the seat of his pants. But yes, this is Proto-Merkaba. This is the final dungeon in this game. Unfortunately, this should not be the final dungeon in the game. This is about the halfway point of Year 1, and Xenosaga Episode 2 actually just continues right off from the ending of this game, so that should tell you enough. Also, the last two bosses drop experience and tech points and everything, so that should also clue you into, yeah, this was supposed to continue. And I think Episode 2's material would have been a lot better. I think I've said that quite a few times. It would have been better if it would have used an Episode 1 system, because at this point it's really starting to get in there, and I've lowered all their speeds and everything, and at this point it would just be micromanaging enemy weaknesses and everything for the techniques. Now, I did go into the Encephalon and grind out for Cosmos, Ziggy, and was it Momo? Yeah, I got them tech points and skill points and everything, so that they're up to speed as well. What else? Yeah, so I did test out those abilities that Cosmos got. Well, I tested out one of them, the Dex Ether Fall, which is the fire attack. This is actually a pretty good ether attack. It's costly, but if you use the Angel Hairpin or the Angel Ring for EP half, eventually being able to extract that, I would be able to turn Momo into a pretty good ether attacker, but unfortunately, this is the end of this game, so I'm not ever going to be able to transfer these over to Momo so that she can make use of them. And honestly, I think Ether Limit and these ethers should have been Momo techniques as it is, because I just... Cosmos just has such better things to be doing than casting this stuff, and Momo seems like a caster. And I was also wrong about her techniques. They're not physical attacks, they're actually based off of her ether attack. I was trying to boost them with the Brave Soul, and that did not work out. But when I put on ether attack +2 and the purple ring just to boost it by 4 points, the damage did go up for her techniques. But yeah, these do about 300 damage at base, but when you hit the crit, they get like 500-600. No, it was like 650. So, also tested them out with Ether Limit, but yeah, they double the cost with Ether Limit, so it's 24. This is not cost effective at all. It goes up to 24 EP to cast this, but it does over 1,000 damage, so that's nice. But yeah, definitely should have been Momo techniques and not Cosmos techniques. I mean, I'd go for the mode A7 to increase her physical attack, but there's no reason to be casting this over X-Buster, even though, I mean, Ether Limit itself causes X-Buster to do double damage, so these aren't necessary. Unfortunately, Chaos's ethers, they're terrible. They don't cut it at all. Alright, so I think that covers everything that I did off-screen. I guess I'm going to talk to people. Proto-Merkaba. Unofficial reports say that the Proto-Merkaba was sent into the abyss by the Federation government after Joachim Mizrahi's death was verified during the Miltian conflict. In other words, it was supposedly thrown into the double black hole that developed near Old Miltia. Why is something that was discarded in a black hole here? There may be a discrepancy between historical fact and what actually happened. Okay, you're just going to say the same thing. Is that another one of the Joachim's creations? There's the Song of Nephilim and the Proto-Merkaba. What in the world did he want to do by creating those things? Really, I don't understand the minds of geniuses. At any rate, it's only right that you accept a challenge when it's been made, so give it all you've got. Alright, so we've learned about the Joachim, and... oh, that reminds me, the Song of Nephilim and the Proto-Merkaba are combined into a single dungeon in the DS game, so you don't go through whatever god-awful dungeon that the Song of Nephilim was. You just go through the Proto-Merkaba. No sign of life where the Federation fleet was destroyed. I mean, given that the Federation is just employing jobbers, was there any signs of life to begin with? They've all been annihilated. Case in point, they're jobbers. Or Federation. Talk to me. It's amazing. The Gnosis are merging into the Proto-Merkaba one after another. It's as if they are becoming a part of the Proto-Merkaba. Okay, you already said that. This is impossible. Our shots aren't hitting them at all. I can't believe it. The Foundation's main cannon is supposed to be able to penetrate any kind of energy shield. That just reminds me, there's this scene in 08 MS Team where they're shooting out in space, and it looks like they're shooting at the sun, and they just scream that they can't hit it. It's like, why are they shooting at the sun in the first place? Momo was born there, correct? But why did they need such a huge thing to manufacture the 100 series observational units? Did it have some other purpose? Yes, it did, but we'll get to that later, after we defeat it. We'd seriously get blown to pieces. Not even the Durandal could survive a shot like that. The Proto-Merkaba has set its axis of fire. We believe the second shot will be fired in 10 to 20 minutes. So yeah, they've got 10 to 20 minutes, and I'm going to totally ignore that and go off and do side quests. Alright, so yeah, what happened in there that was changed in the DS game? So Albedo, he blows his head off with a gun instead of using a knife, or brute force in the censored version. Doppelvogel is fought before you even encounter Albedo, and you don't fight it there at all. Alright, we got an email. Alright, permission to use Tech Attack. This is going to give us the R-Dragon, which is Cosmo's final attack feat. But I don't have to download it this time? Alright, so we get R-Dragon, which is one enemy near hit. So it's just the same thing as our hammer. But I think it has a higher base damage, so actually our hammer is obsoleted once you get this. But I'm gonna show the animation off at some point. We almost got enough points to get the speed down to, well, speed up to high. Alright, and since you fight the Doppelvogel first, and some, like, way before you get up there, the Blue Testament only becomes Rugel, and actually you don't fight Albedo at that point, he just lets it get away. Also, the battle with the Simeon is unwinnable. Get another email. And like I said in the previous episode, that Kanan shows up in the ES Asher, and it has, what do they call it? Well, the vessels of Anima are locked together, so this is way advanced. You don't even learn what a vessel of Anima is until the second game, so they really push that up. And then one of those Kirschfosters leaves with Albedo, and then there's this long scene with this backstory with that Kirschfoster, and she's talking to Sellers, and she saved Albedo, and I guess I'll leave the rest of that for later. Alright. Is this going to be a long-ass email too? Good job on the Snake Charmer case. It was great to see Bunny, your enhanced AI, perform. I was called Panspermia before, but people at work call me F&M now. F&M. Faith no man. Or man without faith. What the fuck? Who would say it that way? It'd be like no faith man or something. Once when connecting to the UMN, I came across Bunny's neural network and confirmed a fate pulsing. I immediately recognized his waveform pattern, unique to enhanced AI. The only two descendants of co-evolutionary GA, I'm guessing that's short for gangstas, that I'm aware of are Bunny and myself. Other AI projects never attained the heights we have. I was so happy when I saw Bunny's module with my very own eyes. I felt the need to investigate because Bunny was not what I expected AI to be like in the future. Raz, the Snake Charmer, was employed to break into the Damarug's mainframe, and she was caught by our company's security unit. No, I caught her. We discovered an innate ferocity in her subconscious upon cross-examining the girl. The only prospect of recovery was to use a long course of nanotherapy to alter her mental thought patterns through the direct manipulation of nerve connections. So she got a space lobotomy too. She was placed in a treatment tank and remains in deep sleep. Is that a Star Wars reference? Xenogears reference too. Through her treatment process, we learned that she had an illegal clone, her older brother. What? How is the older brother the illegal one? Wouldn't the younger sister be because she came after? I'm not sure they understand time here. I believe his chromosomes were manipulated to create her. Lev promised to help me if I continue treating his younger sister. Using my instructions, he hacked into 2nd R&D Division's machine cluster. Ange Ropa wasn't able to catch Lev because Lev is very smart, and I was backing him up every step of the way. Lev, the Snake Charmer, was caught, and the whole ordeal was over. He was released immediately and brought to me. This was supposed to be the end, but the situation took an unexpected turn. Raz, who was supposedly sleeping in a tank since Lev's neural activity, she mistakenly thought he committed suicide and tried to get out to seek revenge. While asleep in the tank, Raz broke into the Damarug system and tried to access her address. Lev worried, but I watched over her. When Raz broke into the Damarug, she looked at a highly classified file. She assumed Lev's death was associated with this information. Based on this false assumption, she sought revenge against you. She tried to turn the bioreactor's nanomachine into a deadly virus. I wrote that threatening email you got from Raz after reading her Why? You got the answer right. I was impressed, so she resigned herself to die. As a final retaliation, she exposed a scandal concerning myself. The Quad Inventor scandal is as Raz alleges. I tricked and destroyed Quad Inventor. I masterminded the prohibition of enhanced AI development by the Federation. But my intent was completely different. Vector expressed interest in me, an AI a bit more advanced than your typical AI. I bet they wanted the first enhanced AI in the world. As Vector pointed out, my neural net is still far inferior to a Realian's. I believe you understand because you're a specialist in this field. I transferred to Vector because I wanted to further advance my intellect. Vector has ample funds and the industrial strength to realize this. Quad Inventor was the only obstacle to my transfer to Vector. Okay, so this AI got mad because this company existed. It's true that enhanced AI are endangered competitive systems like coevolution. Then, there are the AI who secured some stability. Bunny and I agreed that we should seek intellectual evolution for the sake of all enhanced AI. The profits from a monopoly are secondary to me. I see no real value in it, but I'm sure it's of great interest for Vector. The Snake Charmer siblings will be in my care. I believe this will make them happiest. About Bunny, I considered assimilating him, but I don't think it's necessary. Perhaps Bunny's existence will provide hope to enhanced AI, as well as grant us diversity in genomes. What? I apologize for the inconvenience, but I had to talk to you. May we meet again someday. For your trouble, we deposited 200,000 gangstas into your account. Please use it to fight Gnosis. Money? Why? Oh, she's gonna hit us with a triple ellipsis. What an RPG protagonist. So, it looks like you've discovered who I really am. Yeah, knowing that FNM is an enhanced AI helped me acknowledge the fact that you are still alive. I think you should trust that. You're right, but even so, it's a spectacular story. Snake Charmer's older brother and younger sister, concealed constructions from years gone by, Panspermia or FNM, all said to be the best choices. I'm not sure this sentence makes sense. For the future of AI converging at one point, I support FNM's opinion. How about you, Shion? I have mixed feelings, but looking long-term, his opinion may be right. It must be something that is necessary in order for us, enhanced AI, to secure happiness in future generations. I pray that the price must be paid for that happiness is not in vain. I mean, he gave us 200,000 G. I guess it's auto-downloaded. Ah, yeah, it is. Alright, we get another email. Which adds the Song of Nephilim. So we can go back there if we missed anything. Or wanted to farm stuff. Can't do that in the DS game. Alright, let's just explore and talk to people before I get on to doing this other optional stuff that I'm going to do before I end up in the Proto-Merkaba, which is going to fire in 15 or 20 minutes, but I'm just going to completely ignore that and let the time count down so that I can get loot. Damn, they go out the minute they come back. At this rate, we'll never be able to fix them. Did they not say anything new? The battle outside is growing fiercer. Please be very, very careful. It's a very fierce battle. Hey, you're in the way. Blah, blah, blah. I think he never changed anything he said. Whatsoever. Maybe this guy... Yeah, they didn't change at all, did they? Alright, let's go to another area of the Durandal then. Oh hey, I missed you. What is it? This is the armory. This place does not concern guests like you. Well, joke's on you. I already looted this place. So there's one more email remaining, but I'll pick it up whenever I get to that area. Is there any people around here? Nope. Are there any people in the park? It's amazing. That giant colony is Vector's Damarung, right? I think the Kukai Foundation is amazing too, but that's on a whole other scale. Alright, that's all he's gonna say. This seems to be turning into something enormous. The Gnosis, the Federation, and now even Vector is here. What the heck do you think is going on? Nothing's going on, man. Should they even count the Federation? Hey, the colony is okay, right? I don't want to go home, only to find that home's not there anymore. Is he talking about the dock colony? That should be my next destination. That giant structure, isn't that the Song of Nephilim, the cause of the Notion conflict? No, they say that song is what made the Realians go out of control. Will that tragedy be repeated again? Alright. There's nothing I can do with that. Okay, there is a segment address here, but I think it's in one of the other games. Just abuse the escalator. There's not much to do in the isolation area, is there? I wonder if they plan to use these areas for something more, but, you know, since they never got around to it. You are a VIP, correct? Please go right ahead. Alright, that was easy. Beyond that door is a storage warehouse for important secrets. You cannot pass through this area without permission from either Master Guardian or Little Master. Alright, so... let's go to the residential area before we go to the dock. Because the dock is a way to secret areas. The hell are those guys doing? Really, I'm a little worried about the future of the Foundation. Alright, keep being worried then. I came here in search of a boyfriend. The people working on the Durandal are so wonderful. They're all my type. She looks like she's 5. An absent-minded old person and now a weird lost girl. What the heck was going on over at the Foundation? McLean. What an incident. Lost kid this time. The crew members here have it rough. This one's Riggs. Yo, you tell him for me too. Tell him he's trying too hard to be a leader. Axel. I don't understand if this is supposed to be a reference. The principal of the security team is to aid anyone who is in trouble. The security staff? They must be people who just can't say no. None of them have ever turned down my request. You see the security staff over there? There were 4 of them last time I looked. I wonder where the 4th one is. Oh, maybe he was one of those guys that got covered in all the strawberry jam. They had to remove him. We're done rescuing the residents, but now we have to get ready to restore the Foundation. Looks like we'll be busy for a long time to come. Alright. They're not really saying much on the Durandal. What am I doing? Working out, of course. Working out! When you're a ship this big, even a stroll can amount to a bit of a workout. I think I need to use the bed in here because I'm kind of wiped out. This isn't like Saga Frontier, where if you just go between areas, you get a full regen. The captain's friends, don't make the captain work too hard. Alright. Looks like we're pretty much finished with the Durandal almost. The captain of the Elsa was looking for all of you a little while ago. He said, "We're departing, so hurry up." Maybe a little rude, but I like him. Where's he going without the strike force? I wonder if this S-carrot juice is tasty. Well, I don't like carrots, so... I've been making all kinds of new discoveries ever since I got on this ship. Like, the things being sold in this vending machine are all things I've never seen before. I hear there's someone that's been destroying vending machines lately. I just can't believe that. It couldn't be me. Nope, wasn't me. They actually referenced that? What if you never destroyed one of the vending machines throughout the entire game and she just said that and you're like, what? Alright. Yes, I recently had a revelation. No matter how many people come from the Foundation, the crowds of the casino never change. To think that people who don't gamble will end their lives, never having known the beauty of gambling. In that sense, I'm really lucky. I was introduced to gambling by knowing everything about the Durandal. What? Man, what a real bind. I never thought Little Master would have feelings for me. What? Well, I don't think gender matters at all when it comes to love. But I'm not like that. What is he even talking about? A little more, just a little bit longer, and I'll be on fire. Is he playing with matches or a lighter? Please stay and watch. I'm in the process of heating up. Of course, there are many who ran out of fuel even before he got on fire. I mean, it's a smoking area, it says right there. I've had enough. I just wasn't lucky today. Ah, well, I just have to come back again tomorrow. I think I'll go home soon. Well, maybe I'll just play one more game before I go. That's how they get you. Gamble until I run out of money. Gamble if I've got money. This is still the way I am. The people from the Foundation are supposed to take shelter here, right? I was just dreaming about taking on the best gamblers in the universe. Is this that guy that was on the Foundation and doing that dance? He has a clone. Hey, it's you guys again. We're counting on you. Doesn't even change his dialogue. What a bum. I hear that something terrible is going to happen if they don't destroy that big thing outside. Well, something terrible is going on here for me too. I have to at least get back enough for my train ticket home. Man, it was good. Today has been a really good day. I feel like I've used up a lifetime's worth of luck. It's so great to be alive. Okay, so he was winning. It seems like a really bad place for a Federation soldier to be, here and on the battlefield. That 100 series has skill. Well, I was probably a good teacher too. What? Aren't I going back to the Federation fleet? Nah, I quit being a Marine. Oh. Why are you still wearing the outfit, though? I'd much rather work on this ship. I get to play all I want when I'm assigned to security to this place. I did it! I did it! Look! I followed the soldiers' instructions and I'm winning like crazy. Alright, she's so cute when she's winning. But how could she be winning if she learned how to win from a Federation soldier? That seems like, no, I can't wrap my head around that. Actually, I don't think there are people in the rooms. And I can't rest any bet I want. A lot of people get lost lately, and it's a major problem. You won't find a ship this big anywhere else. There's another one out there that's even bigger. The people on this ship are so kind. This ship is too big for an old person like me. Oh, I want to go back to the Foundation. The restorative work on the Foundation seems to have come along quite a bit. I'm looking forward to seeing those pretty streets again. Yeah, so in the time between episode 1 and 2, they fixed the Foundation completely, which is weird considering it's like 2 seconds. If monsters show up again, I'm going to defeat them. In order to do that, I have to keep myself in shape. Too young. I figured it out. No matter how strong you get, you're powerless against monsters. Kids are so naive in that sense. They're so enthusiastic and believe everything will work out as long as they are strong. Yeah, it'll work out. Okay, there's a bunch of people over here. Yo, get back here, man. Oh, excuse me. Please hang on if you want to sign up for the Fang Pub. Right now, we're in a terrible situation. Tell me about it. Or don't. Hey, another commotion? Really, when you're involved with this ship, you can never have too much energy. The Durandal has been bustling lately, and to be honest, I didn't like it. But when I think of the Foundation being restored and all of these people going back, I feel a little lonely. That Realium boy is so cute. He'll do anything that I ask him to do. Maybe she doesn't have good motives, though. Alright, let's get out of here, go to the dock, and win the game. I guess we're going to go to the dock colony before we go down to the Foundation proper. Because there is a segment address there, and I want to pick up what's in it before going down to the Foundation, because I'm pretty sure... Why would I go to the bridge? I didn't mean to do that.